Hey, it's Fred Ferguson with Fred Ferguson at fredferguson.com. With fredferguson.com. I don't know. Man, I tell you what, I had all kinds of plans of being all excited about starting off my five-stepper. And man, I'm tired. I slept most of last night in the recliner with my dogs. Slept all night. I woke up this morning tired. And then I got thinking, maybe I should ask what you guys want to see in this five-step thing that I want to talk about. Yeah, that was one thing that crossed my mind. Anyway, while I was kind of kicking around what I'd do, because this is what this part is really just me learning how to come to terms with talking to the camera and already folding into this other thing. I don't know. And then the other part of it that bothered me was, well, I'm a guy who's learning, so I don't want to try to come off like some kind of a teacher. I don't mind the idea that I can show what I'm doing and the results that I'm getting, but I want to remind you guys, whatever it is that I'm talking about, it's an in-progress thing. And it's my best intention to not tell you anything that's full of shit. But if I find something better, I switch. And I do that, too. For instance, I thought I had too much orange on my site. I like the orange, but I thought I had too much on it, so I did some work while I was tossing around what I wanted to talk to you, or whether I was going to start this off 100%, or whether I was going to check in with you guys to see what you wanted me to do with it, or you know what I mean? So I played with my logo, and I like this better. So my top part here now doesn't have orange in it, and I like that better. So feedback on that. If you hate it, let me know. I don't think I'll change it if you hate it, but I think orange was too much. And I kept this sentence here, or these words kept ringing in my head, because man, when I started out, you don't know you're not clever. You think you're clever until you find out you're not so clever. When I started out, there was so much stuff that I didn't know that would have been handy to know, right? And moving forward, there's going to continue to be things that I don't know that I'll find as I'm moving forward. But the real big boners, I'm not making those anymore. The real big throwaways. Like I buy software that was a stupid idea, and I buy information products that are kind of empty and regurgitated stuff. But overall, I've got no complaints. Like I said, education is everything. If you get one good idea out of something, believe me, it's worth what you paid for it if it moves your game plan forward. That's what it has to do. However, it's useless. It's less than useless if it just sits on your hard drive. So I guess I probably spent an hour or so, because the version 2.0, that's died in wool. I'm not changing that because I had another life. I put an end to that. This is a new one. And version 2.0, I like it. And there's not going to be a 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. No, 2.0 is it. Anything higher than 2.0 is underground. For real. So I did that. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll change this out a little bit too. So Eugene made that graphic for me, and it said Badass Marketing, and I put that up in there, but I changed my mind again. They'll probably do that from time to time. But here's something I want you to see. I am working on, I now officially have a YouTube channel. I'm just going to put a link down below to it because I haven't checked out how to get my own domain yet with it. I didn't want to get too many projects on the go. I got a lot of projects on the go. So there's the YouTube channel, and it's now got, I don't know how many videos it's got in there. For sure it's got 15, 20, something like that. So I would love it if you would subscribe to that, and even better if you'd put comments on it. Finding comments for me is like a kid at Christmas morning coming downstairs and finding something under the tree for you. It's just awesome. And I keep adding to my, the really cool stuff that I find, I keep adding it to my fan page. So if you haven't checked out my fan page yet, there'll be a link at the bottom down here. Do that. I'd appreciate that. And if you like it, of course, then you'll find out when I'm putting new stuff in, and you won't have to come back and see, well, did he do anything different since last time I saw him? And there's the inner circle. And of course, this is where all the free software is going to be. Excuse me, but I'm going to stack this up because I'm going to use this as my incubator amongst other things. I want to find, I don't have time to play with everything that I get. I get stuff daily, and I have not enough time to do what I want to do and to play with all these things. So what I'm using here, using my inner circle for, is joint ventures between people, relationships that I enjoy, people that I have fun with. I mean, we have fun in here. I'm going to start laughing. I better not go there. This is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff we get in here. Arun says, Fred, add her. So it's not just all business. There's a lot of fun going on inside the inner circle. Now, I'm probably going to change out this graphic, but I've got a YouTube channel. It's actually my old real estate YouTube channel, and so I bet you it was more than a year that I didn't do anything with it, but I'm going to revive it, and now it's my 2.0 version of living. And I have a Pinterest account where primarily what I'm doing is pinning my own stuff. However, I do like a lot of stuff in Pinterest. Let me see if I can get out of this board. I love cars, love dogs. I wanted to get a general really cool place out of this, but to tell you the truth, I don't know how to use it that much, and I'm going to take some training on it. But to go back to my original question, because we're already 7 minutes in here and we haven't gotten anywhere. I'm wanting to know if you want me to talk about what I know and go get some professional training for the topic, because I'm happy to do that. And that might make some sense, because maybe, for instance, if I'm talking about picking a niche, well, I came with a niche, but not all, excuse me, not all of you guys are going to have the niche that you want to work. I've got a few niches actually, but what interests me may not interest you at all. Like maybe the only initial connection we have is that you'd like to smash your fear of the camera. That was mine big time. And I'm gonna actually, one of my best, actually we're friends, said that I should make a course, or asked me if I was making a course on this thing or whatever. And I said, I hadn't thought about it, but I think I might. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will. And so what I learn on this, and then what I go gather up for information and support and things, and how to teach it, because I'm really not a born teacher, I am going to do that. But that's a niche, right? That's within a niche. I wanted this website to be about software, because I do software and I've got relationships with software guys. And so if I have to pick one thing, then I will say software is what I do. But that's not all I'm interested in. And in fact, if I wasn't trying to do something online, make money online or this, that, or whatever, then maybe software, I wouldn't even be that interested in it, because it's not like pretty women or fast cars, right? It's just tools. So I am attracted to tools for what they do, not for what they are. So a niche for me would be marketing tools. A niche for me is anything in the subsets of that. Like, is it Windows operating system stuff? Is it WordPress stuff? Is it hosted stuff? that kind of thing. And I love dogs. Like, I've got 2 dogs that literally own me. And so you can't mix this all together, though. You'll probably see on my website all kinds of stuff mixed together because I don't care. It's my place. I can do what I want. But they'll be in different spaces, different rooms. I don't expect you to wade through my dog interest or my country music enthusiasm or my rock music enthusiasm or any of this kind of stuff to get to what you came here for. But when it comes to talking about niches, I'm not an expert at that. I sort of already knew what I wanted and things. So I don't know how good I'm going to be at teaching it. So that's what gave me the idea, well, what happens if I go get the training? And based on the licensing rights, we'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out. That's not going to be here today. But what I want you to do is comment down below and tell me if, while we're going through this 5 things that I do to build a business, because like that was what the point of this was in the first place. I want to talk about, forget 10 things, forget 99 things, forget 150 things. You won't do them anyway. Like, I won't do them. And if I'm not going to do them, what good is it? What good is it? So finding a niche was 1, picking your voice is 2, finding your tribe is 3, finding their pain is 4, and finding the solution is 5. Now, that sounds like that's all really 5 things, but really it's only 1 thing. It starts with, what's the thing that interests you? Because all of this rest of this folds into that. Like when you're making a cake up, you got a cake, you eat it, it's a cake. But it didn't start as a cake. It started as ingredients, right? So rather than have this 10 item, 20 item, 50 item to-do list, if we can break this down into bite-sized pieces, we can do it, we will do it. And then if it doesn't turn out just the way we wanted, we tweak it, we twist it, we do a little bit with it, and boom, before you know it, you're there, right? I've read and heard in video them talking about how many times a plane is off course, and it's a little bit disconcerting to think that your trip to Hawaii was 90% off course. Yet you arrived there, right? So what I wanted to do today was kind of recover because I'm really tired. But at the same time, I wanted to touch base with you before I plow knee deep into something and then realize, well, what the hell am I trying to do here? I'm not the preacher and the teacher. I'm a guy who's going from day to day to day, getting better incrementally, and maybe being a cheerleader for other people who would like to do the same thing. Maybe that's the best. Maybe that's a better way to put that. So I guess I won't go on any further on this other than feedback to me. Let me know what you want me to do, because I'm more than happy to figure out how I can get the trainings and put them into a separate space or maybe onto the bottom of the post. I'm not just sure. I'm not just sure how I'll do that. But I think it would make some sense if I'm going to be talking about something that's not in my skill sets, that I would go get what I'm allowed to show you and do that. And then we can both learn together on that, if that makes sense. So I'm far enough in. It's almost 14 minutes. Let me know what you're thinking about that. So this was day 16 of my 30-day challenge. And now we're already talking about other things other than being in front of the camera. So I don't want to get off track on that too. I'm feeling more and more and more comfortable on this. And I have to tell you how empowering it feels to not worry about saying the wrong things, giving a shit about things like I did when I got started. You have no idea, if you're afraid of camera right now, you have no idea how empowering it is to lose that until it happens. And it has happened for me. So if there's something I can impress on you today, is start. At least make the commitment that you're going to deal with this, because it's a gas to be able to go on to the one eye and be yourself and talk about something that some, not all, other people are going to be interested in. But who cares about the people that are not interested in what you're interested in, right? That's the deal. We use this to establish know, like, and trust. And the only people then that we're going to deal with are the people that we like. How hard is that? That can't be hard. I mean, I'm having a blast. I'm loving it. So do what I'm doing. I recommend it. It's even good for the soul. So it's Sunday. No, it's not. What the hell is it? Jesus. I should have come better prepared. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. When you're working in marketing, you don't know what day it is. You don't hope for Friday because Friday was the same as Thursday. It's the same as Saturday. They're all good. Saturday. I gotta go. I think I'm punch drunk. I'll see you tomorrow. Feedback below, will you? Go check out my stuff. Go, like my page, like my, excuse me, like my fan page. Oh, and come on into the inner circle and get in on the fun and the free stuff and get to know people that are movers and shakers in marketing because they're inside my group. I have some really powerful people inside my group. If you tweet me, then don't be upset if I don't get back because I'm still pretty useless at this. I look at it and I have figured out how to comment back on it and that, but I was always useless at Twitter. It's funny, I got 4,600 followers and I don't know what to do with them. And this Pinterest thing is turning out to be some fun. I think I'm going to actually have some fun with it. Anyway, Fred Ferguson from fredferguson.com signing off.